I have AIDS. Do not come any closer. The girl trapped in the washing machine was frantic. As I looked at the stunning girl before me, my mind held no improper thoughts. I only wanted to get her out, but she thought her innocence was about to be taken. She immediately began screaming. Not here. I promise. Once I am out of the washing machine, we can go to the bedroom, okay? That gave me an instant headache. It had begun 2.5 minutes earlier. My roommate was tossing dirty clothes into the washer. When she found her cat inside, she tried to pull it out. But the moment her upper body went in, she got stuck. I had just finished gaming with my sister and was heading to the bathroom when I saw the scene. Su Nian'an, what are you doing? Lu Xingyan, I am stuck in here. Can you help me? How did this happen? I walked over to the washing machine and saw Su Nian'an wrapped in a large bath towel. A strange thought suddenly crossed my mind. I quickly shook it away. No, I have a sister. I cannot do something stupid. I forced those thoughts down. Su Nian'an and I are only classmates. If I did something inhuman and went to prison, who would take care of my sister? My sister's innocent, sweet, kind smile filled my mind. That bond is something I will never abandon. I suddenly let out a shout, calming my heart. I gripped her hips and pulled hard. That hurts. Lu Xingyan, be more careful. Please do not make strange noises. Why did you crawl in there? How are you stuck so badly? I was trying to catch the cat. I cannot do laundry while it is in there. Are you done yet? I am so uncomfortable. I could not budge her at all. You are really wedged in there. Let me look up how to do this. So I took out my phone. Shall I? What should I do if someone is stuck in a washing machine? Are you an idiot? A female classmate stuck in a washing machine is obviously giving you an opportunity. But for both your safety, Shao I warmly reminds you to use protection. Speechless, I shut off my phone. What nonsense. It is corrupting my resolve. Then I had a great idea. Some body oil would lubricate her and let me pull her out. Su Nian'an, wait here a moment. Still trapped in the washing machine, Su Nian'an went pale with terror. Conflicting emotions churned inside her. Finally, she summoned more strength, clenching her fists, trying to get herself out. They were both adults. She understood certain things. Now she was trapped in the washer, unable to move. The person outside could do whatever he wanted. With her looks, few men could likely restrain themselves. She thought he had gone to get protection. Her innocence would soon be gone. Somewhere else, Su Nian'an could still fight back. She usually carried weapons. If anyone dared lay a hand on her, she would not hesitate to stab them. But before entering the bathroom, she had hidden them beneath her pillow. Now she was completely helpless. So she struggled frantically, but she was stuck too tightly. She could not help hating her huge breasts. It drew the attention of disgusting men and made moving difficult. Now it had brought her crushing despair. Rapid footsteps approached. Su Nian'an's heart pounded. She felt like a prisoner awaiting the executioner's blade. Fear squeezed tears from her eyes. But she knew she could not lose her head. She had to think of a way to preserve her innocence. Soon, she thought of a plan. Lure him in. Lu Xingyan, please do not do this to me here. I feel awful. Su Nian'an's voice trembled, thick with tears. A trembling, tearful voice like that had a powerful effect on men. She thought it would awaken my conscience. Do not get the wrong idea. I will get you out soon. And excuse me for this. I rubbed some of my sister's body oil on my hands. It would reduce friction and make it easier to pull you out. First, I had to apply the oil where it was needed. It was somewhere I barely dared think about. Su Nian'an, I am going to apply body oil to you. Do not move around. But Su Nian'an did not see it that way. Feeling something strange on her body, her pupils suddenly shrank. Her stomach churned. She felt sick. Thinking of what he might do to her made her feel even sicker. She could not just wait helplessly. She deliberately put on a shy act. Lu Xingyan, can you get me out first? Please, please, not here. I was completely baffled. What is going on? Su Nian'an seemed to think I was about to take advantage of her. I am a decent man. How could I do something like that? So I quickly explained. Su Nian'an, I will not do anything to you. I have already applied plenty of body oil. You should be able to get out now. Su Nian'an did not believe that nonsense. She thought I was simply tormenting her another way. She had to lure me again. Lu Xingyan, I am willing to be your girlfriend. Can we take things slowly? We can date first. Yes, let us go on a date tomorrow. I froze mid-motion. Su Nian'an's words were incredibly tempting. But I was not stupid. She was clearly lying to me. Once she got out, I would have no say at all. Su Nian'an, let us work together. Relax your body. I will get you out. Just as before, I firmly gripped her hips. That position sent Su Nian'an's danger alarm soaring. She immediately begged for mercy, spouting all kinds of nonsense. I shook my head. What on earth was she thinking? Never mind. The only way to solve this was to get her out of the washer. So, whether Su Nian'an cooperated or not, I began pulling backward. Feeling something press close behind her, Su Nian'an panicked even more. How sex-starved was he? He would not even consider her safer, better offer. She felt completely doomed. Her whole body trembled with fear and resentment. In her mind, she had already imagined 108 ways to slice me to pieces once she got out. It hurts so much. Why does it hurt this badly? How hard are you pulling? Su Nian'an gasped sharply, her body shaking even harder. She was like a fawn lost in a frozen wilderness. The fear inside her kept growing. No, I have AIDS. Su Nian'an began screaming wildly. I put every ounce of strength into it. Then she suddenly came loose. Su Nian'an and I flew backward together. My face twisted as agony shot through my groin. I had probably hurt myself down there. The school's beauty staggered away in her bath towel, heading for her room. She did not even say thank you. Being a good person is hard. I limped toward my own room, hoping my sister's repeated, "Hello, big brother," would heal my battered body. Meanwhile, in Su Nian'an's room, she lunged straight for the bed. She grabbed the stun baton hidden beneath her pillow and aimed it at the door. If I dared rush in and hurt her, she would show me hell itself. I would never live to see tomorrow's sun. She focused intently on the door. She had only one thought now: subdue me before I could hurt her. A few minutes passed. When I did not come over, she finally breathed a sigh of relief. Only then did she notice that her body felt sticky. It smelled like body oil. At that moment, she pieced together what had happened. She had misunderstood me all along. To maintain her aloof campus beauty image, she quickly got dressed and came to find me. She had just unlocked the door, but after hesitating for a second, she went back and took a knife and pepper spray from beneath her pillow. She would not trust anyone, even though I had done my best to help her. She only thought I was trying to win her over. She still had to stay on guard. Meanwhile, I was gaming with my sister over voice chat. Every time she called me big brother, a smile spread across my face. Then someone knocked at the door. I knew it could only be Su Nian'an. I had nearly forgotten what happened earlier, but at the sound of that knock, I suddenly felt guilty. I hoped she would not move out because of it. After saying goodbye to my sister, I limped awkwardly to the door. The school's beauty stood at the door, looking utterly sincere. "Thank you, Lu Xingyan. I came to thank you." "Thank you." My face reddened slightly at her words. It was the least I could do. "Is there anything else? My sister is waiting for me." Su Nian'an gave a gentle smile. "Good night." I paused in surprise. The gentle, kind girl everyone called the school beauty was back. It was hard to imagine that the girl who tempted me with all kinds of offers in the washing machine was Su Nian'an, the gentle, innocent beauty of our school. "Good night," I replied in kind. After class the next day, I learned why Su Nian'an had moved out of the dorms to rent a place off campus. It began when Su Nian'an's face towel was found to have razor blades hidden in it. Her roommate used Su Nian'an's face towel to wipe her feet and cut herself. Everyone thought Su Nian'an had deliberately targeted her roommate. She was ostracized, so she had no choice but to find a place outside. After school, Su Nian'an went home first. She planned to change the duvet cover. Her nightmare last night had soaked the bed. As she folded the quilt, she found a kitten squirming around inside. "Tangbao, stop fooling around in there." As she spoke, Su Nian'an climbed inside too, trying to catch the kitten. But she did not notice that her long dress had caught on the zipper hook. Once she climbed in, the cover's opening cinched inward. Inside, Tangbao thought Su Nian'an was playing with it, so it scampered wildly in every direction. Su Nian'an was left panting from exhaustion. Fortunately, she did not dislike small animals. No matter what Tangbao did, she did not mind. And because it was only a kitten, she let down her guard again. But as she crawled forward, her hands suddenly found nothing beneath them. She had reached the edge of the bed. Her whole body rolled off the bed, then tumbled twice across the floor. When she tried to move, she found herself tightly trapped inside. I was lying on the sofa, chatting with my sister, when a loud crash came from Su Nian'an's room. Curious, I went over. A mummy wrapped in a bedsheet lay on the floor. What was that? It even seemed to be moving. "Su Nian'an, what happened?" Su Nian'an let out a muffled whimper. The more she moved, the tighter the sheets wrapped around her. The floor was so cold. So, without thinking, I lifted Su Nian'an up from the floor. I was going to put her on the bed. Su Nian'an thought she was only lightly tangled up. He should have been able to untangle me from outside, as easily as peeling off tape. So, why was he picking her up? Lu Xingyan, let me go. Hearing Su Nian'an cry out, I guiltily tossed her onto the bed. My movement had been too sudden, and Su Nian'an panicked even more. She thought, he could not wait to throw me onto the bed. He must want to have his way with me. Yesterday, trapped in the washing machine, I had not been much fun for him. But now he did not have that problem. After putting her on the bed, I realized I did not know where to pull her free. So I made a suggestion. Su Nian'an, your duvet cover is wrapped tightly around you. The kitten is uncomfortable in there too. How about I get scissors and cut it open? Su Nian'an gritted her teeth. In her eyes, I was already a beast plotting to violate her. Cut it open with scissors? He probably only wanted to cut open certain spots to make things easier for himself. I could only examine the cover carefully for an opening. Just then, one of her feet kicked free. I grabbed it at once. Su Nian'an instantly panicked. Any man knows. Even a foot can be used in countless ways. What if he pushed his luck? No. Do not touch me. Su Nian'an, I found the opening. I can get you out right away. I lifted her leg, ready to pull her free. But Su Nian'an acted as if she could not keep still, kicking her leg over and over. If I had not dodged quickly, her foot would have kicked me in the mouth. She was completely unreasonable. I was getting angry. I was trying so hard to rescue her, yet she kept making trouble. So I simply stood up from the bed, grabbed her calf, and lifted her upside down. You bastard! I will kill you. Su Nian'an flew into a rage. She was burning with fury. He actually dared lay his hands on me. How awful. He was not even pretending anymore. She swung her other leg toward me, hooking it around my neck. She squeezed with both legs, trying to crush my neck. But Su Nian'an had greatly overestimated herself. One leg was hooked around my neck, while the other was still in my hand. It was only a simple upside-down scissor hold. As for a groin kick or a clawing attack, she was hanging off me with her back turned, so she could not reach me at all. All I felt was helpless. If she had any sense, she would lie still now. Then she might even find a more comfortable position. At last, Su Nian'an crawled out of the sheets. Seeing the matter resolved, I hurried away. After thinking it over, I came back to add, Su Nian'an, if you have been uncomfortable staying here these past 2 days, I will refund all your money tomorrow. You can rent somewhere else. Su Nian'an listened until my footsteps faded away. Only then did she relax, though her feelings were complicated. Should she move out? A place this close to school and this cheap would be impossible to find again. Several rich boys at school offered to let her live in their villas for free, but she knew that nothing cost more than something free. Besides, today had been a perfect chance for me, yet I still had not done anything. So perhaps I was not such a bad person after all. The next day, Su Nian'an looked at dirty little Tangbao and decided to give it a bath. Tangbao, stop being naughty. It is bath time. The kitten hated baths. It immediately began yowling, trying to escape Su Nian'an's arms. She found a rope to tie the kitten up. She also brought in her stun baton, hiding it beneath the towel in case I tried anything improper. She took off her clothes while bathing the kitten, so Tangbao would not soak them. The kitten grew even more rebellious under the shower spray, running circles across the floor. Su Nian'an frowned. Why was this cat getting naughtier and naughtier? She was about to turn off the shower and calm the kitten, when something suddenly tightened around her leg. It felt as if something was pulling her, sending her crashing to the floor. The rope Su Nian'an had tied to the kitten was too long, and it had tangled around her. The kitten was struggling wildly inside. More loops of rope wrapped around Su Nian'an. Su Nian'an suddenly despaired. That awful feeling felt far too familiar. I am not getting tied up again, am I? For now, only my legs are tangled up by the cap. I think I can still save myself. I do not want to give you another chance. Once or twice is enough. There will not be a third time. What will you think then? After school that afternoon, I came home. I needed to pee, so I headed for the bathroom. Well, the shower was running full blast inside. Su Nian'an really did not care about wasting water. How helpless. Still, there is nothing wrong with a girl liking to be clean. I was about to leave, when a piercing sound came from inside, like a blade scraping against glass. Looking closely downward, I saw a paw sliding across the glass door. It was Tangbao. Poor little thing. Su Nian'an had dragged it in for a bath at a time like this. I had planned to cook, so I knocked on the glass. Su Nian'an, are you ordering takeout tonight? There was no response. I shrugged. I figured she was probably shy about bathing. If it were my sister, she would usually rush out wrapped in a towel and act spoiled. She would say she wanted butter from Genshin Impact. I would not disturb her bath. Then I went to the kitchen to make dinner. 2 hours later, Su Nian'an was still showering. At this rate, she would scrub a layer of skin right off. I was about to go back to my game when I frowned, suddenly worried. Never mind her being in there that long. If my cat showered that long, it would have lost 8 of its 9 lives. I hurried to the bathroom and pounded hard on the door. Su Nian'an, are you in there? Say something. There was no answer at all. Su Nian'an, I am coming in. If you can speak, say something now. I grabbed the handle and pulled hard. Then, beneath the pounding spray, I saw her pale, delicate naked body lying on the cold tiles. My heart lurched. Nothing could happen to Su Nian'an in my home. I quickly turned off the shower and looked down. The sight of her left me stunned. She was soaked to the bone, helplessly bound on the floor. A storm of emotions filled me. It was hard to imagine what had happened here. Either way, leaving her on the floor was too dangerous. After so long under cold water, she would surely get sick. I crouched down to check on Su Nian'an. Her hair had tangled with the rope around her feet, leaving her unable to move. I had no idea how the cat had managed it. 2 loops of rope were tangled around her mouth as well. I did not know where to begin. I could only lift her from the floor. The rope seemed to have been caught in Su Nian'an's mouth for a long time. All she could manage were muffled whimpers. I could not understand a word. I carried her toward her room. Without thinking, I tossed her onto the bed. First, I wrapped her in the blanket and pressed it a few times, so it made full contact with her body, absorbing the water on her. Then I turned on the heat. Next, I went to my room for scissors. They were the quickest way to cut rope. When I returned, she was no longer dripping as badly. Su Nian'an, have some grudge against Tangbao. I cut the rope from Tangbao's neck. Tangbao was free and ran to its little bed. Su Nian'an's face was red with embarrassment and grievance. Her lips moved soundlessly, but she did not say anything. I did not think much of it. Getting her free came first. Her hands and feet were tied together, folding her up like a book. I used the scissors on the rope binding her hands and feet. That hurts. Could you be gentler? Her words sent a chill down my spine. There was not a trace of emotion in her voice. Even her pain sounded fake, as if she were a machine. She clenched her teeth, deeply unwilling. Yet she also looked resigned and dead inside. I had no idea what was going through her mind. I was startled. I quickly put my hand on her forehead, wondering if a fever had scrambled her brain. Luckily, she was not burning up. Though she was warmer than usual, she had been under cold water for so long. No matter. I needed to untie her first. Lu Xingyan, I mean it. I will take things slowly with you. We can go from dating to marriage, step by step. Will you please be gentler with me? I turned serious. Stop trying to fool me. I will untie your hands, then leave. I thought I was behaving perfectly properly, and that should calm her down. But her trembling, tearful voice rose again. I accidentally glimpsed something I should not have seen. It was unbearably awkward. After all, I was still a young man. I was no saint immune to temptation. The human body really is frail. I did not want to talk anymore. She would not listen anyway. It felt like Su Nian'an was living entirely in her own world. Once freed, she still looked unwilling. Lu Xingyan, I may not know much, but I can learn. I will learn properly and take good care of you. All right. Listening to her rambling nonsense, I turned and left. I am going back to play games. Get some proper rest. Suddenly, Su Nian'an grabbed my arm. At some point, she had put a packet that looked like instant noodle seasoning clamped between her teeth. Her head tilted, her whole body flushed red. Lu Xingyan, I have one here. You do not need to get one. How could I possibly handle that? My body trembled slightly. Then I bolted out of the room. One more second in there, and I would have given in. Su Nian'an's lips parted slightly in disappointment. He did not fall for it. Could Lu Xingyan really be a good guy? She lay spread-eagled on the bed, utterly relaxed. A faint smile touched her lips. Just then, a glass shattered. Dark brown medicine spilled across the floor. I quickly turned around. Why are you not under the blanket? She was lying spread-eagled across the bed. The sight left me at a loss. After a while, I knocked and asked, Su Nian'an, may I come in? This time, I knew better. I knocked lightly on the door. You can come in. I came back and with a fresh cup of Banlang and herbal medicine. Su Nian'an's face was flushed, and her eyes darted away. After setting down the medicine, I had no intention of staying long. Su Nian'an, your forehead feels warmer than usual, and you were under cold water for so long. Drink this, then get some sleep. She looked at the medicine, her face full of suspicion. You did not put something in this, so that after I drink it, I will pass out and be out of it all night, did you? My face darkened at once. Are you drinking it or not? She had only been joking. Then she cautiously crawled closer, reaching for the cup. The ropes had rubbed the skin raw on her wrist. The friction against the cup made her squint in pain. I will get some bandages. That was when I realized she was holding onto me. Feed me the medicine first, Lu Xingyan. All right. Her hands really were injured. So I crouched down, took the cup, and fed her with a spoon. I raised a spoonful to my lips and blew on it, then took a small sip to test the temperature. Once I confirmed it was fine, I held it to Su Nian'an's lips. She frowned slightly. That spoonful of medicine. If she had seen correctly, had he just licked it? For the moment, I did not think there was anything wrong with what I had done. This was how I always gave medicine to my little sister. Su Nian'an shook her head, but still opened her mouth and drank it. She no longer needed to be wary of this man. Obediently, she drank each spoonful I offered. Though bitter, it tasted sweet in her heart. Her body felt warm. When she finished, she was full of gratitude. Thank you. The following afternoon, during gym class, Su Nian'an was playing 2-on to badminton. The other 3 students training with her were her former roommates. What a cruel twist of fate. Enemies had crossed paths again. The roommate who hurt her foot after wiping it with Su Nian'an's face towel was Zhu King. She was Su Nian'an's partner. After Zhu King's foot injury received basic treatment at the hospital, it healed after a few days of rest. But she was unhappy about being assigned to Su Nian'an's team. Claiming her foot still hurt, she rested off to the side with her racket. Among the 2 girls playing against Su Nian'an, one suddenly cried out. A badminton racket suddenly slipped free, spinning straight towards Su Nian'an. Her pupils widened. Time seemed to freeze. Her eyes locked onto Zhiyu across the court. She caught the smug look in her eyes. One look was enough for Su Nian'an to know this had been planned for a long time. Fortunately, she reacted quickly. The racket only struck her wrist, and she staggered down onto the ground. Fear filled Su Nian'an's eyes. Her face was red, her forehead burning. Her mind began to cloud over. Her head felt heavy and hazy, as if a high fever were taking hold. Seeing the campus beauty collapse, the guys fawning over her panic. They rushed over, eager to fuss over Su Nian'an. Watching the crowd rush toward her, Su Nian'an's lips moved. She called my name. Memories of our past few days together flashed through her mind. There had been bitterness, pain, saltiness, and sweetness. Now that she had fallen, I was the only person she could trust. At the time, I was playing basketball. When I saw a crowd around the badminton court, I walked over curiously. Su Nian'an knew I had arrived, and her heart immediately settled. She propped up her delicate body and fell toward me. I moved fast, catching her in my arms with one hand. She was so soft, so tender, and burning hot. Su Nian'an. I patted her cheek, checking whether she was still conscious. Lu Xingyan, I want to go home. Home? What home? I am taking you to the infirmary. I lifted her up and headed for the infirmary. Su Nian'an shook her head. No, I want to go home. Stop it. This is not the time. With such a high fever, if you do not take medicine, you will make yourself seriously ill. One wealthy young man fawning over her did not like that. He could not let someone carry off the prey he had his eye on. Where are you taking Nian'an? Put her down now. I gave him a cold look. I did not even know him, yet he dared block my way. I kicked him straight to the ground. Then I carried Su Nian'an on toward the infirmary. I want to go home. Take me back. I will sleep in your room tonight. Su Nian'an was already delirious. I was speechless. I thought she was about to say something else. Instead, it was a threat and a temptation. I was a gentleman. I kept walking toward the infirmary. At the infirmary, the school doctor came over to examine her. She reached for Su Nian'an's forehead to check her temperature. Su Nian'an immediately put on a fierce expression. Do not touch me. The school doctor jumped. She pulled back her hand. Still, the school doctor saw that Su Nian'an seemed fairly alert, so it probably was not too serious. She gave me the medicine and told me to make Su Nian'an take it. I held the medicine to her lips. Open up. She clamped her mouth shut. I had no choice but to pry her mouth open and put the medicine in. Then I made her swallow some water. This was not her decision to make. After thanking the school doctor, I carried her on my back and headed home. The fawning guys were still following us, but I did not care. So what if they learned Su Nian'an lived with me? After taking the medicine, Her temperature dropped considerably. That put my mind at ease. I carried her slowly toward home. Suddenly, pain shot through my back. Su Nian'an had bitten me from behind, as if in revenge. That hurts. Stop biting me. This was not the first time I had seen how petty she could be. I had not accepted her confession last night, and now she was already biting me. I frowned, only for her to bite me twice more. Su Nian'an was so adorably fierce. Like a child myself. I gave her leg a pinch. She bristled like an angry little girlfriend. A sharp pain shot through my neck. Was she a puppy or something? I behaved after that. You cannot reason with women, and you certainly cannot be unreasonable with them either. Best to keep my mouth shut. I just needed to get her home and end this misery. I had planned to go straight home. But when we passed a supermarket, Su Nian'an insisted on buying groceries. She said she wanted to show off her cooking. What else could I do? She even whispered in my ear, coaxing me sweetly. Tired of carrying her weight, I put her in a shopping cart and pushed her along. 2 pounds of pork belly. I am making red braised pork. I am making braised chicken. The corner of my mouth twitched. I hope she actually knew how to cook. The guys fawning over her followed behind us furtively. The more they watched, the stranger it seemed. The relationship between Su Nian'an and me looked exactly like that of a young couple, and not the kind of closeness built in just 2 or 3 days. Countless hearts shattered at once. The campus beauty they worshipped every day already had a boyfriend, buying groceries together. How could they not see it? They were obviously living together. That hurt too much. Su Nian'an sat in the shopping cart, with a huge pile of things on her. I bought more snacks, filling the cart to the brim. Her brows knit tightly. She was stuck in the cart. She was utterly speechless. Why had so many strange things happened lately? At least it was only a shopping cart. I examined the situation for a moment, then bent the cart out of shape to pull her free. But since I had damaged the cart, I had to pay for it. Pushing Su Nian'an home this way was much easier. I thought she would destroy the kitchen once we got home. Instead, she suddenly went quiet. She lay motionless in the cart. I touched her forehead. She was still burning up. I felt like she had played me. She had been so lively outside, just to stop me from taking her to the hospital. Now she was home, she could pass out peacefully. Was she not afraid that while she slept, I would carry her to the hospital? Then I found a thermometer and put it under her arm. 37.8 degrees Celsius, a low fever. She had taken medicine already, so she only needed to sleep. Then I went to cook. She had bought so much food. Red braised pork, chicken stew with mushrooms. I had planned to make them. But people with fevers should not eat spicy or greasy food. So after making red braised pork, I made vegetable soup and porridge too. The sicker you are, the more you need to get up and eat. I woke the soundly sleeping Su Nian'an. I handed her the thermometer. Put it under your arm again. Let me see how you are. I had woken her from a peaceful sleep. So, she was a little grumpy. I did not explain. I went out and brought in the meal. Where is the red braised pork? Where is the braised chicken? She had no appetite for the vegetarian meal before her. I spread my hands helplessly. Did you not say you would show off your cooking? You still expected me to cook for you. She held her head, clearly nursing a headache. Still annoyed, she let me fill her up with vegetable soup. During the meal, Su Nian'an's temperature dropped. 37.5 degrees Celsius. She was slowly improving. I want a shower. I refused immediately. You have a fever and still want a shower. To have a death wish. She had sweated too much in gym class and felt uncomfortable all over. I could only bring her a warm towel and let her wipe herself down under the covers. After giving her more medicine, I left. Su Nian'an woke with a start at midnight. Her illness seemed to be getting worse again. I feel awful. I need the bathroom too. In a daze, she climbed out of bed and went to the bathroom. On her way back, she entered the wrong room in her haze. Without thinking, she saw a bed and collapsed onto it. Lying there, she suddenly felt so comfortable, so safe. She shifted in bed and hugged something large. It felt like a huge pillow. Holding it made her feel content. She immediately fell fast asleep. The next morning, I woke groggily. My first feeling was unbearable heat, as though the air conditioner had broken. I did not even want to open my eyes. And since my alarm had not rung, I wanted to stay in bed. I wanted to curl up and keep sleeping. Su Nian'an opened her eyes across from me. For a moment, we just stared at each other. The moment was incredibly awkward. Then she realized what had happened and looked shocked. She raised her arm and slapped me. I woke up instantly. Miss, this is my room. I am sorry. I did not mean to. Su Nian'an curled up under my blanket. apologizing with a flushed red face. I went into the wrong room last night. I even mistook you for a body pillow. Then I repaid your kindness with cruelty and slapped you without knowing the truth. I rubbed my reddened cheek. Even though she slapped me, I did not resent it. After getting dressed, I went to make breakfast. I told Su Nian'an to hurry back to her own room. She apologized again, her face full of worry. What is wrong with me? Why did I come here to sleep? After I left, she wrapped herself in my blanket and climbed back to her room through the balcony. Then she got dressed. She rubbed her chin, looking at her lobster-red face in the mirror. Her eyes suddenly widened. I used to dream every night that someone was chasing me. Only in Mom's arms could I sleep without nightmares. Last night, I had no nightmares and slept so well. Was it just my imagination? Su Nian'an looked at my blanket, hugged it close, and buried her face in it. My scent made her heart feel warm. She was sure it was not her imagination. Her face turned even redder. Unbelievable. Did I mistake you for my mother? At breakfast, Su Nian'an seemed strange. She would take a bite, then glance at me. She ate with obvious relish. What is wrong with her? Was she treating me like a side dish? After breakfast, I returned to my room and cleaned away every trace. If my sister learned about that morning, it would be more terrifying than Yunli Baobao's ultimate attack. After school, Su Nian'an lay on her bed, troubled. She had returned my blanket, yet her heart still felt empty. Either way, she decided to shower first. When she saw my towel, she threw herself at it as if possessed. My scent was strangely addictive. It made her feel utterly safe. She felt indescribably happy. Only when she saw the damp towel did she realize, am I a bad woman? To her credit, Su Nian'an was honest. She told me she had used my towel. I held my head and asked, why? Su Nian'an stammered, unable to explain. I was completely speechless. The wind rose outside. Feeling melancholy, she went to the balcony to stand in the wind. She wanted to stop thinking such strange thoughts, but suddenly caught a scent, a comforting scent. It came from the clothes I had hung outside. They were an overwhelming temptation to her. Before she knew it, her hand reached for them. Like a thief, she snuck all the clothes into her room. Her heart pounded wildly. When she returned to the balcony, she finally realized what she had done. Just as she wanted to return them, I came out. I soon noticed something was wrong. All my pants were gone. Feeling guilty, Su Nian'an could not meet my eyes. I looked at her, then at the balcony. Thinking the wind had blown them away, I went downstairs to search. Su Nian'an rushed back to her room, clutching her head in panic. Now she could not return them. Afraid of being discovered, she hid the pants beneath her pillow for now. Then she went to the balcony and arranged my other clothes to look as though they were about to fall. That would prove the wind was strong, making it seem my pants had truly blown away. That night, Su Nian'an tossed and turned, unable to sleep. In the end, despite her hesitation, she took out my clothes and hugged them close. She felt much safer. That night, she truly had no nightmares. But she felt a little disappointed. After hugging the clothes all night, they were saturated with her scent. Though the clothes still gave her some comfort, she knew it was not enough. Nowhere near enough. Next time, I have to get a proper night's sleep. When Su Nian'an wanted to change and go out, she found her spare clothes had not been washed. She only had pajamas on, and she had to get to school soon. Then she had an idea. Doesn't he have a younger sister? Maybe I can wear my future sister-in-law's clothes. With that thought, Su Nian'an went to try my door. Her face was full of displeasure. It was locked from the inside. The balcony was locked too. So, was the window. Was he keeping out thieves, or keeping out me? That made Su Nian'an very unhappy. Was that really necessary? After knocking until I opened my door, Su Nian'an felt as though she had stepped into a bridal suite. The scent in here intoxicated her. You did laundry yesterday. Why didn't you wash my clothes too? Su Nian'an sat on my bed, puffing out her cheeks. I scratched the back of my head, not knowing what she was up to. You don't want me going to school in pajamas, do you? I should be able to wear your sister's clothes. Give me an outfit. My mouth twitched. I thought of Su Nian'an's figure, then my delicate little sister. They were nothing alike. Su Nian'an looked at the tiny clothes on the bed. Your sister's clothes are way too small. How am I supposed to wear these? These look like clothes for kindergartners. I shot her a glare and snatched my sister's clothes back. If you're not wearing them, don't toss them around. Even if you wanted to, I wouldn't let you. My sister is precious to me, and so are all her clothes. What am I supposed to do if I cannot go out? Think of something. There is still time. I'll go buy you something to wear for now. Su Nian'an shook her head hard. No. New clothes aren't clean. They need washing before I can wear them. I might as well wash my dirty clothes. As she spoke, Su Nian'an's gaze wandered around my room. She spotted a white shirt in my closet. Her eyes filled with longing. That one looks nice. I think it would fit me. Let me borrow it. I could only take out my own clothes for her. Here. Don't ruin them. Su Nian'an took the clothes and prepared to change. Frowning, I quickly turned away. Why was she in such a rush? Su Nian'an blushed, but still sounded perfectly justified. So, you can get embarrassed too. My lips twitched, and I walked straight out. Once I was gone, Su Nian'an lay on my bed, and immediately wriggled like a maggot. Being here was pure bliss. She felt as free as a bird in the sky, or a fish gliding through water. She felt more and more like a lost cause. After reveling in it for a while, she finally calmed herself. She got ready to put on the shirt, but it did not look very good on her. The pants were too long, so she could not hide her weapon against her leg. It was still dangerous outside. Without a weapon, she felt uneasy. She rummaged through my closet again, and found a jacket. When Su Nian'an arrived at school in that outfit, she once again left a crowd of desperate fanboys emotionally wrecked. What hurt most was Su Nian'an's change in personality. She used to be gentle and smiling, like an angel. Now she seemed cold and distant. She would not let anyone near her. Those who came only to see Su Nian'an smile, to soothe their hearts, suddenly felt their world go dark. Su Nian'an did not care about their gossip. Her mind was on her plans for that night. That night, I had just launched my game. When someone knocked at my door, I opened it helplessly. Su Nian'an, what do you want now? I can't sleep. Can I talk with you? There was a trace of panic in Su Nian'an's voice, along with fear and hope. It was impossible to refuse her. I knew what she had been going through lately. Her classmates had ostracized her. Someone hid blades in her towel. She was struck with a badminton racket. All of it had left her feeling unsafe. Nightmares woke her every day. It was much like what my sister went through back then. But my sister had me, her brother. Her nightmares were quickly driven away. Su Nian'an's situation, however, was getting worse. At night, with no one beside her, fear could only swallow her whole. I was not heartless, especially after seeing a reflection of my sister in Su Nian'an. I could not help feeling sorry for her. I stepped aside. Come in. But wait a moment. I need to finish a quest first. Su Nian'an made herself right at home. She sat on my bed and waited. She already felt utterly content. She had been right about me. Somewhere inside, she had begun to see me as family. She saw me as both a mother and an older brother. In her eyes, I became someone noble. Even the sight of me wasting time gaming held Su Nian'an's attention completely. As she watched, she curled up under my blanket and fell asleep. I had expected this, so I picked her up and carried her back to her room. But without my knowing, she had already opened her eyes. When I set her on her bed and prepared to leave, she quickly pulled the blanket over herself again. I was speechless. She already saw me as family, and she really had no guard up around me. I almost could not bear to wake her. But not long after I had taken Su Nian'an back, there came another knock at the door. She stood there holding only a pillow, looking aggrieved. I'm scared. I can't sleep. I could see sweat on her forehead. She must have woken up terrified. I immediately refused. That doesn't mean you can come in here. I'm not even worried you'll do anything to me. Yet you're worried about me? Lu Xingyan, please, let me stay in your room. No. Su Nian'an's face suddenly turned crimson. Lu Xingyan, I love you so much. Let's be together. You're still trying to fool me. Do you think I'll fall for that? Su Nian'an's face fell. Then she flopped onto the floor and began acting cute. Then I'll stay right here. My head was pounding. But I understood Su Nian'an. Her nightmares were probably too terrifying. She only wanted to feel safe. But was this any way to act cute? What was I to her, anyway? I sighed helplessly. Come in. Su Nian'an smiled triumphantly, then ran into my room. She flopped onto my bed like a sloth, propping her cheek up with one hand. She watched me make my bed on the floor. Then she asked the question she had been holding in for so long. Lu Xingyan, do you like me? She desperately wanted the answer, because as she lay there, she felt she might never be able to leave the safety I gave her. With my back to Su Nian'an, I furrowed my brow, thoughts racing. What was Su Nian'an plotting now? Was she trying to find out how I felt? The campus beauty. Who wouldn't like her? She suddenly looked as if she understood me completely, just like everyone else. Do you really want to do adult things with me? We're both adults. There is no need to dance around it. You're making it so awkward. I didn't lie. I gave a quiet hum of agreement. She grew more animated. Oh, please. Su Nian'an rapped me on the head with one hand. I really should not have let her in. Then do you know why I'm like this? I just wanted to get to sleep. I didn't want to know either. Time to sleep. Stop talking, or I'll throw you out. Su Nian'an pouted sulkily. That's because you didn't say yes when I asked before. Then she fell silent. I was completely confused. What hadn't I agreed to? Had I really missed something? What had she said before? Or was she messing with me again? I was agitated, yet had to restrain myself. What an irritating feeling. Perhaps this was Su Nian'an's revenge. In the end, I did not even know how I fell asleep. When I woke in the morning, Su Nian'an was in my arms. We had clearly slept separately last night. How had she gotten into my arms again? Was it intentional or an accident? It was Saturday, so there were no classes. I could have slept in. But how the hell was I supposed to sleep now? I slipped out from under the covers, with my clothes in my arms, and changed in the living room beneath the cat's disgusted stare. After I left, Su Nian'an felt the emptiness in her arms. She woke up soon after. She did not resent it. Instead, she thought she had slept better than ever. She quickly hugged my blanket and rolled around happily. But she had forgotten. On her first day at my home, she had caused a power outage. When she used a signal detector to search for hidden cameras, it detected a signal in my room. That meant there was a camera in my room, and the one watching was my sister, Wen Zhixia, far from home. Wen Zhixia knew it was Saturday. She thought I would sleep in that morning, so she opened the video feed, wanting to see my sleeping face. If she got lucky, she could capture some funny screenshots and save them in an encrypted folder. She could look at them whenever she was bored, but the instant she opened the feed, she clenched her fist and slammed it onto the dining table. The students around her jumped in fright. Wen Zhixia, have you lost your mind? Her gaze was murderous. Gritting her teeth, she forced out the words, Brother, who is that woman? After lunch, Su Nian'an disappeared somewhere. My room was finally quiet for once, so I shut the door, planning to take a proper nap. Su Nian'an limped out of the bathroom. While she was in the bathroom, she came across a video called Divine Laundry. It was quite entertaining, but she had squatted too long and strained her leg. Her brows furrowed as she pushed at my bedroom door. Why is it locked? She knocked, but got no response. Su Nian'an sat on the floor. After her leg recovered, she went to the balcony. I had locked the balcony door too. She was a little annoyed. Do you think I'm some kind of pervert? You're guarding against me just to take a nap. How awful. Just as she was about to make enough noise to wake me, she leaned toward the nearby window and found the window seemed to have been left open. A sly, up-to-no-good smile spread across her face. She acted at once. Su Nian'an climbed onto the windowsill. The window looked quite large, but wooden bars divided it into several small openings. Why did this feel so familiar? After struggling forward a few steps, she was stuck between advancing and retreating. She helplessly slapped her forehead. I'm stuck again. Am I just born to get stuck? How am I supposed to explain this to you? You'll definitely think I did it on purpose. Forget it. Su Nian'an sighed. I'm a good person anyway. Once I wake him up, I can get out. Still, part of her was looking forward to it. Hurry and get me out. Su Nian'an shouted in mild indignation. After she woke me, I saw Su Nian'an stuck in the window. I was no longer surprised. I did not get up to help her right away. Instead, I covered my head with a pillow. I can't hear your nonsense. Still, I worried she was uncomfortable being stuck there, but I had no desire to rescue her. Sleep came first. Even with Su Nian'an making noise beside me, making my sleep miserable, I still did not get up. After nap time had passed, I finally shuffled over to her with drooping eyelids. She looked aggrieved, her cheeks puffed out. She was clearly angry with me. Miss Su Nian'an, you should have some self-respect. You're making this difficult for me. I began setting her straight, though I could tell at a glance. Su Nian'an had tried to sneak inside through the window and accidentally gotten stuck. That was not important. Su Nian'an tortured me every day. Could I not enjoy the spectacle for once? How am I lacking self-respect? Explain yourself. Su Nian'an felt she had been slandered. She quickly protested loudly. She had quite a temper. If someone questioned her character, she would truly bite. She wanted to be a virtuous, graceful woman. How could she do something so improper? You're always pulling these ridiculous stunts. She pursed her lips. She could not explain the situation. The more she explained, the deeper she fell into my verbal trap. She could only curse back. Lu Xingyan, sweetheart, if you have time to lecture me, then hurry up and rescue your big sister. Be a good boy and listen, little brother. Big sister will give you a nice reward later. She wore a sly smile. The corner of my mouth twitched. Why had the gentle, kind, pure campus beauty turned into, around me, a bizarre woman who had completely let herself go? Was she going to cling to me from now on? Why are you spacing out? Hurry up and get your big sister out. Wait too long, and your reward will shrink. I looked at her disdainfully. I couldn't care less about your measly reward. I made my attitude clear. That reminded Su Nian'an how she had wanted to spend the night in my room, crying, making a scene, and tempting me in every way. Yet I had still kept her out. Now, her insults and bribes were nothing to me. They could not faze me at all. They even amused me a little. Su Nian'an cursed loudly. Meow, for crying out loud. Suddenly, she raised her index finger. An idea struck her. I drank so much water. I've been stuck here so long. If I wet myself, you'll be the one cleaning it up. Su Nian'an glared furiously. She looked utterly shameless and unafraid of consequences. My expression changed. I instantly became unhappy. Judging by her attitude, she really was capable of anything. I was truly at a loss with her. My resolve weakened. I went outside the window to figure out how to get her out. It was one headache after another. But the moment she was free, she turned on me. She tackled me to the ground and immediately bit my shoulder. Case closed. She's definitely part dog. I cried out in pain. I grabbed Su Nian'an by the back of her clothes and lifted her up like a chick. But when I saw the huge portrait of my sister in the bedroom, her sweet, adorable smile, I swallowed my anger. I wanted to get out and lie low. You're going out without me? Lu Xingyan, I'm coming too. At that, Su Nian'an quickly jumped off the bed. Her eyes stayed fixed on me. You're my prey. I can't let you roam outside alone and get lured away by another woman. She was a very insecure person. Half an hour later, Su Nian'an and I stood at the neighborhood entrance. In the distance, someone in overalls, an old friend with a side-parted haircut, waved at us. How could you go out without bringing your best friend, Xiang? Su Nian'an watched him warily. Who is he? Why did you invite someone else? I knew I had to come with you. Otherwise, what if those sketchy friends of yours got you drunk and lured you away? Su Nian'an clung to my arm like a little sidekick. Xiang looked at Su Nian'an as if he had seen something unbelievable again. Holy crap. How did you win Su Nian'an over so fast? She's even nestled in your arms like a little bird. Damn it. It was enough to make anyone green with envy. He felt deeply resentful. He almost wanted to pin me down and beat me senseless. You jerk. You came out to date your little girlfriend. So, why did you call me out? To make me a third wheel. But what confused Xiang even more was that Su Nian'an was angry too and wanted to drive Xiang away. The two of us are on a date. What do you want? Xiang shamelessly looked at Su Nian'an. I came to hang out with Lu Xingyan. Seeing Xiang would not give up, Su Nian'an glared at him. Lu Xingyan and I are about to go to a hotel. Why would you follow us? Xiang gave a wicked grin. I can help brother Xingyan out and give him a little push. Are you sick in the head? Can you not understand I mean? Su Nian'an was completely enraged. She glared at Xiang as if she wanted to kill him. Xiang eyebrows shot up, but his face beamed with delight. Su Nian'an's fierce words and disgusted expression were exactly his type. Xiang could hardly imagine how damn good I must have it every day. Wait, what did Su Nian'an just say? She was going to a hotel with you. She cannot be serious, right? Su Nian'an's lips curled up. That's more like it. Small fry like you should get lost. Don't interrupt our date. To make Xiang give up completely and send him far away. Su Nian'an made a bold move. I slapped away her wandering hand. I glared at her. What are you doing in broad daylight? Xiang was stunned silly. Then he stood there, dumbfounded. What had he just seen? It was utterly unbelievable. It felt as if the sky had fallen. To him, Su Nian'an had been pure and flawless. A kind, adorable, pristine beauty. How could this be? He stared at me, shocked and envious. Impossible. How can this be? Then he clutched his head and ran off screaming like a madman. Everyone along the way fled from him in fright, thinking he was insane. Su Nian'an's face flushed red, thinking of what she had just done. She found it unbelievable too. She felt terribly shy. How could I do something so strange? Was that really me? But she felt that anything she did to me was perfectly natural. She watched that troublesome Xiang run away like he had lost his mind. She looked smug. Now I can go shopping with you. As she spoke, she linked her arm through mine and gave me a triumphant smile. Come on, hubby, let's go shopping. Su Nian'an still had not learned her lesson. She was still trying to tempt me and play dangerous games. I shot her a glare. She hurriedly apologized. Sorry, Lu Xingyan, I did not mean it. Men really are troublesome. But she did not want to go back yet. She even thought I wanted to go home so I could pin her to the floor and beat her badly. That would not do. It was safer out on the street. I would not, in public, do anything improper to her. As we walked down the street, Su Nian'an suddenly noticed I was heading somewhere deserted. She instantly had a bad feeling. From what she knew of me, what came next could not be good. Though she was afraid I would teach her a lesson, part of her secretly craved it. It was so humiliating. Her former image as the aloof campus beauty was utterly ruined. Lu Xingyan, what are you doing? Why are you taking me to a place like this? No. She had me completely flustered too. We were still outside. My sister's adorable face was not here to calm me down. After a day of wandering around, not long after we got home, Su Nian'an, wrapped in a bath towel, ran into my room. I panicked and shielded the computer screen. I was video calling Xiang Nan's younger sister, Xiang. After all, we were childhood sweethearts who had grown up together. Brother Xingyan, why did you suddenly stand up? On the computer screen, the cute young girl suddenly blushed, her heart pounding. She covered her eyes, too afraid to look at the screen. But there were still gaps between her fingers. Her pupils trembled. What is that? Who carries a baseball bat in their pants pocket? I have things to do now. Let's talk another day. I did not want anyone to know Su Nian'an was with me, so I hurried to end the call. I had stood up to block the camera too. Brother Xingyan, I need to see you tomorrow. I will come to your house for lunch. I have not had your cream puffs in so long. See you tomorrow, Brother Xingyan. Before I could refuse, the girl with the middle part quickly ended the video call in a panic. Somehow, Su Nian'an now had a knife in her hand. Her eyes were vicious. Who is she? And she wants to eat your cream puffs? Su Nian'an's eyes were bloodshot. As though under a spell, she closed in on me step by step. Why does she get to? I was unconcerned. She's just a little brat. Even a 40-meter-long machete couldn't threaten me. So I sat down and crossed one leg over the other. I gave Su Nian'an an annoyed look. Why did you come in without knocking tonight? Su Nian'an lifted her head and gave me an innocent, sweet smile. Did you not enter my room without knocking before? Now we're even. I could not quite figure her out. A moment ago, she had looked like a lunatic ready to kill. And now she was laughing and joking with me. Can we have another time like this afternoon? I like it so much. What have I done? How could I have done that with Su Nian'an before and gotten her hooked on it? But this was my home, the most sacred place to me. I looked at my sister's portrait. Her adorable face calmed me down. I got up and left. Miss Su Nian'an, please show some self-respect. With that, I shut the door. Su Nian'an pouted, clearly displeased. She looked herself over again, unable to understand what had gone wrong this time. After what happened once before, he should not reject me this time. Then she thought of the girl I had just video called. She did not look like my sister. So, she had to be someone else. No wonder he has been so cold to me. He is another woman. She rolled around on my bed twice, hugging my bedding. She greedily inhaled its scent, her face full of bliss. From now on, all of this belongs only to me. No one will take it from me. If you come tomorrow to seduce my husband, I will make sure you never leave. Su Nian'an's gaze darkened, as colorless as stagnant water untouched for a century. The next morning, when I woke up, I skillfully pushed Su Nian'an away. Looks like I need bed rails next time. I quietly slipped away. I had someone to pick up. Su Nian'an could not come with me, and I certainly could not bring her home. With Su Nian'an following me, it was not hard to imagine what danger might arise. I had breakfast outside, then waited at the station. Su Nian'an called several times, but I ignored every call. I pretended not to see them. At 10 o'clock, I saw the person I was waiting for at the station exit. She was short, small, soft-looking, and adorable. When she spotted me, her eyes lit up. She dropped her suitcase and raced toward me. The moment I saw her, all my unhappiness vanished. The young girl came running, then leaped into my arms. Her face was full of joy. Brother Xingyan, it has been so long. I missed you so much. Xiaoyu, I missed you too. Feeling her soft, petite body in my arms, I affectionately pinched her little lips. I set her down, pulled over her suitcase, and patted her back. Come on, the trip must have tired you out. I will take you for dessert. When I brought Xiang Nan's sister, Xiang Yu, to the dessert shop. Su Nian'an's voice came from behind us. Lu Xingyan, taking a child out, are we? Su Nian'an used a little trick to find us with a tracker. Xiang Yu turned around warily. Who are you? Little sister, did your family not introduce me to you? Honestly, he has such an outstanding girlfriend, yet he will not let his family know. My heart sank. I knew Su Nian'an was up to no good. Xiang Yu stared at me in disbelief, her small body trembling slightly. I am his girlfriend, the kind who has done everything with him. Never one to avoid trouble. Su Nian'an winked at us. Those words hit Xiang Yu like a crushing blow, leaving her completely petrified. Su Nian'an, do not talk nonsense. Since when were you my girlfriend? Do we have that kind of relationship? I hurriedly corrected her. If she kept talking, my reputation would be ruined. I am so hurt, Lu Xingyan. How can you say we have no relationship at all? We are classmates, are we not? To my surprise, Su Nian'an actually began speaking in my defense. Oh, you are classmates. Xiang Yu let out a huge sigh of relief, but she still glared resentfully at Su Nian'an. After Su Nian'an introduced herself, Xiang Yu was astonished. You are Su Nian'an, the famous campus beauty? Xiao Yu, I was only teasing you. Did I scare you? Come on, I will take you for dessert. Xiang Yu was delighted. Her brother Xingyan was going to buy her delicious desserts. The two of them would be in a romantic little shop, enjoying sweet time together. Before, the Xiang siblings and my sister, the four of us almost always went everywhere together. Xiang Yu rarely got to be alone with me. A thought came to Xiang Yu. Why was Su Nian'an shamelessly tagging along? I am his childhood sweetheart. Could I really lose to this newcomer? All I need is one small move, and I will crush Su Nian'an completely. So, when the desserts arrived, Xiang Yu crawled over to me barefoot, snuggling into my arms playfully. She sat sideways on my lap, deliberately kicking her legs towards Su Nian'an, keeping Su Nian'an from getting close. Brother Xingyan, look. There is a surprise in this bag. Xiang Yu took a shoulder bag from her suitcase and opened it mysteriously. My pupils contracted. A white and green dress. It was a Nahida costume. Xiao Yu, are you going to? I was utterly stunned. I never knew Xiang Yu had this hobby. This is amazing. Brother Xingyan, after we finish dessert, I will change into it for you. Xiang Yu raised her little feet, looking smug. She thought that, as such an adorable little girl, she could easily win me over. I was eager. But then I remembered Su Nian'an was at home. I did not dare imagine that scene. Forget it. We will not go home at noon. I will show you around instead. How about we visit your brother at school? We are not going home? Then I will change at my brother's dorm and show you. Though she was a little disappointed, Xiang Yu still had plenty of ideas. At worst, she could kick her brother and his roommate out. Then she could spend time with brother Xingyan however she wanted. Xiang Yu gave Su Nian'an a triumphant glance, as if declaring victory. Yet Su Nian'an's expression did not change, her smile blooming like a flower. Xiang Yu had never dealt with scheming or mind games. She simply thought Su Nian'an was scared, and no longer dared compete with her. I really envy you, little sister, for having such a brother. Su Nian'an praised her from the side, looking at the remaining desserts before her. Her smile turned playful. Why do we not play a little game? I will count to 3. None of us can move. Whoever moves pays for everything on this table. But Xiang Yu's competitive spirit was stirred. She wanted to defeat Su Nian'an at everything. Sure, but if you lose, do not come crying to brother Xingyan for help. Su Nian'an blinked. Little sister agreed. So let us begin. 1, 2, 3, start. Before Su Nian'an finished counting, Xiang Yu lay across my lap. She thought she could stay in that position all day. I sighed. I could only play along with them. Su Nian'an saw that neither of us had moved, but she leaned toward me. She suddenly pressed her lips to mine. So sweet, so soft, so smooth. The instant Su Nian'an kissed me, my mind went completely blank. Then she played dirty. After succeeding in her sneak attack, she smiled triumphantly. She turned and ran, without even paying the bill. Was not the person who moved supposed to pay? But that was not the point. The point was that Su Nian'an had forcibly kissed me, right in front of Xiang Yu. Xiang Yu lay across my lap, watching the entire thing clearly. Even our saliva had fallen onto her face. She was furious inside. Su Nian'an was such a jerk. She could not beat me fairly, so she resorted to a cheap trick. She wanted to grab Su Nian'an and slam her to the ground. But Su Nian'an had already vanished. Only Xiang Yu and I remained, questioning everything. I touched my lips, still savoring the feeling. That taste was truly hard to forget. Xiang Yu sat dejectedly on my lap, feeling awful. She realized she was still too inexperienced. My first kiss was gone, just like that. She had known him first. I quickly tried to distract Xiang Yu, so she would not get strange ideas. Xiao Yu. She was definitely just pranking me. Do not take it to heart. Now that she is gone. Xiao Yu. Where would you like to go? I will take you. Xiang Yu was distracted. She kept thinking about how to keep Su Nian'an from stealing me away completely. Then inspiration struck. Was this not exactly why she had come to find me? So Xiang Yu temporarily put Su Nian'an out of her mind. Brother Xingyan, I want to change into my costume. You have to take lots and lots of pictures of me. A relieved smile appeared on my face. Xiang Yu had been distracted so quickly. That really saved me a great deal of trouble. After taking private cosplay shots of Xiang Yu in her Nahida costume, I put her on the bus back to school. Xiang Yu sat on the bus, looking at her phone. She eagerly saved the photos I had sent her, her face glowing with happiness. This made her unbelievably happy. Suddenly, her phone showed a new friend request. She opened it curiously and saw it was Su Nian'an. Why is she adding me? Xiang Yu accepted it. She had planned to use photos of us together to humiliate Su Nian'an thoroughly. Instead, Su Nian'an suddenly sent several pictures, making her pupils shrink as she clenched her fists. In the photos, Su Nian'an wore a Raiden Shogun costume, playfully wielding a spatula in the kitchen. If these photos were posted online, who knew how much of a sensation they would cause? The pride and joy on Xiang Yu's face vanished instantly, replaced by worry. Compared to Su Nian'an's Raiden Shogun outfit, her Nahida costume today was utterly outclassed. If Su Nian'an wore that outfit in front of me, Xiang Yu felt I would be stolen away by her the very next second. No, I have to find a way to ruin their relationship. At that moment, I was lying in bed on a video call with Xiang Yu, talking about everyday things. I thought she must have been lonely on the bus and wanted to chat with me to pass the time. But we had not talked for long before I froze as if I had seen a ghost. Why had Su Nian'an come in? She even leaped onto the bed and moved toward me. I panicked at once. It would be terrible if Xiang Yu saw her, so I stared tensely at Su Nian'an. Su Nian'an understood what I was thinking. She could not go too far and upset me. She raised both hands and waved them side to side, showing that she would behave herself. Then she lay down, resting her head on my thigh. That was Xiang Yu's favorite position. I raised my leg, trying to knock her head away. With her acting like this, I felt as though a massive sword hung above my head, like the one wielded by the Hydro Archon Foglers, ready to fall at any moment. Su Nian'an bared her teeth, ready to fight back. I was utterly helpless. Fighting her would only leave us both worse off. Brother Xingyan, what is wrong? What was that sound just now? Su Nian'an had made quite a commotion when she pounced. Xiang Yu sounded slightly puzzled through the phone. It is nothing. Tangbao, the little cat at home, is being naughty. That was the only explanation I could give. Su Nian'an's eyes flickered at that. She rubbed her cheek against my thigh, letting out soft, coquettish meows. Brother Xingyan, Su Nian'an from your class. Has she sent you any strange photos? I turned to look at Su Nian'an lying on my thigh. What is it? Did she add you? Yes. She sent 2 pictures of herself in a Raiden Shogun costume. Xiang Yu puffed out her cheeks on the screen. Brother Xingyan, I sent you the photos. Tell me, is my little grass god outfit prettier? Or is her Raiden Shogun cooking lady outfit prettier? I looked down at Su Nian'an. She was watching me with an unreadable look. How was I supposed to answer that? Either answer would offend someone. But compared with my adorable childhood friend, Su Nian'an, what did she amount to? Besides, I had wanted to irritate Su Nian'an for ages. Of course my little Xiao Yu is the cutest and prettiest. When you grow up, you will be the most beautiful campus girl in the world. No one will compare to you. The moment I said that, Xiang Yu's little face turned bright red. She glowed with joy and happiness. My brother Xingyan is the best to me. In Xiang Yu's eyes, I had made my position clear without even looking at Su Nian'an's photos. Su Nian'an was nothing at all. After all, Xiang Yu and I were childhood friends with a deep bond. Su Nian'an, however, was instantly furious. She bit down hard on my thigh. I sucked in a sharp breath, my eyes going wide. I stared at her in disbelief. She was definitely getting revenge on me. Su Nian'an lifted her head, looking smug. She was really asking for a beating now. Brother Xingyan, what is wrong? Your face is so red. Are you having an allergic reaction? You need to get to the hospital right away. Seeing that something was wrong with me, Xiang Yu grew so anxious she nearly cried. Seeing her fragile, worried expression, I quickly shook my head. Xiaoyu, I am angry. That is all. When I think about what Su Nian'an did to you, I cannot help getting angry. Xiaoyu, I want to go find her right now and give her a good beating. I will show her how serious the consequences are for crossing me. Good night, Brother Xingyan. Xiang Yu gave me a sweet smile and said her final goodbye. Good night. I nodded. After ending the video call, my expression changed. I glared furiously at Su Nian'an. I grabbed her by the collar and easily lifted her off me. But I was not doing much better. Her bite hurt badly, and I had no way to retaliate. Brother Xingyan, do not bully me. I will do anything you want. Su Nian'an immediately put on a weak act, imitating Xiang Yu's sweet, delicate voice. I warned you before. You would not listen. Begging now will not help. I was even angrier and could not hear a word she said. Have mercy, Brother Xingyan. You will break my heart if you treat me like this. I like you so much. I would give you anything. How can you treat me this way? Let go. Do you think you can touch me there? I could not take it anymore. Lu Xingyan, you idiot. Su Nian'an suddenly yelled at me. I gritted my teeth. What do you think you figured out? What do you think I've been doing all this for? You dense idiot. If I did not like you, why would I ever do any of this? I would have left this awful place long ago. I froze for a moment. All the signs pointed to it. Su Nian'an really seemed to have fallen for me. I was wrong about what I did to your sister and Xiang Yu. I will apologize to them. Let us be together. Let us stop being guarded around each other. Su Nian'an sounded utterly sincere. My mind instantly became a mess. The reason I could punish Su Nian'an before was that she had corrupted my sister and childhood friend. I used boundless rage and hatred to suppress my desires. Now that she had admitted her fault, I no longer had an excuse. Lu Xingyan, come on. Do not hold back, just like last time. Her voice was irresistibly alluring. I could no longer suppress the turmoil inside me. Do not rush. Su Nian'an, you know what Squidward likes to do. I gave her a wicked grin. What else could he like to do? Su Nian'an looked completely confused. In the quiet classroom that night, when my sister Wen Zhixia saw the image on her phone, her face flushed and her heart raced. She let out a soft cry of shock. Her eyes were full of disbelief. Her deskmate turned to look, utterly stunned. Wen Zhixia, why are you watching that kind of thing? Wen Zhixia turned around. Her face was dark and terrifying, her eyes so red they seemed ready to drip blood. She looked ready to kill. It is not that kind of thing. That is a fucking live stream from my brother's room. She clenched her fist in fury. That woman actually took advantage of my absence to steal my brother from me. Damn it. When Zhixia slammed the desk in rage, her deskmate trembled all over in fright. No, my brother is mine. I cannot give him to anyone. Meanwhile, Su Nian'an lay snugly beneath my covers, utterly content. I sat beside her, rubbing my aching head. What a mess this was. What lay between Su Nian'an, the campus beauty, and me was hard to describe. Were we really a couple? Were we really going to be together? Yet it all felt like a transaction that satisfied us both. I was too tired to think anymore. I would sleep and deal with it later. I held Su Nian'an, hoping to drift off quickly. A melody began to play. That familiar ringtone belonged to only one person. My sister, Wen Zhixia. Crying came from the other end of the call. Brother, I am so scared. Brother, I miss you so much. I want to go home. Panic seized me. Jia, do not be afraid. I will get a car and come to you right away. No matter what happened, your brother is here. Without another word, I pushed aside the sleeping Su Nian'an. I got dressed and left the house. In the middle of the night, I could only take a taxi to the city where my sister was. At the hospital, when Zhixia lay in bed with white bandages around her head, her face wet with tears, I rushed over and embraced Wen Zhixia. I patted her back to comfort her. Jia, do not be scared. Your brother is here. I held her close and kissed her cheek, wiping away her bitter tears. Wen Zhixia had been terrified all night, but she found safety in my arms. She soon closed her eyes and fell asleep. It turned out Wen Zhixia had fallen down the stairs after evening study hall. She had suffered injuries all over her body. My phone rang. I looked down. It was Su Nian'an. She had already called hundreds of times. I was in the car and could not talk for long. So I answered. Lu Xingyan, where did you go? I expected her to fly into a rage and curse me out. Instead, Su Nian'an's voice was full of fear and worry. Guilt filled my heart. Su Nian'an, my sister was injured in a fall. I am with her now. It will be a while before I can return. Please take care of Tangbao at home for me. Your sister? Lu Xingyan. Where are you? I am coming to find you. Su Nian'an was unusually flustered. She sensed something was wrong. Her eyes swept sharply over the room. I think I forgot something. The first time I came to your place, I used a signal detector and found a signal in your room. Who could have planted it? Your sister could have been hurt at any other time, but she was injured just as I was about to win you over completely. She drew you away. Your sister must be all you can think about now. It was the first night after I left. Su Nian'an played games until midnight, trying to numb herself, but all she could think about was me. I want to see you so badly. She stared at the two red dots on her phone's map. One marked her location, and the other marked mine. She desperately lacked a sense of security. I was her emotional anchor. Without a way to confirm where I was, she would be unable to settle down. She could find me now, but feared I would hate her if she actually came. It should be fine if I sneak over just to check on you, right? And so, Su Nian'an could not resist the temptation in her heart. She booked a midnight flight to my city. Just after 5 in the morning, she arrived outside the hospital where I was. She wore a long trench coat, concealing an arsenal she had carefully prepared for me. After reaching the hospital, she asked a nurse which room Wen Zhixia was in, and quietly slipped over. When she saw the scene inside, Su Nian'an was instantly consumed by jealousy. Two people were squeezed onto one hospital bed. She was the one who was supposed to be sleeping with me. What gave a mere sister the right to take my place? From the doorway, Su Nian'an could see my sleeping face. A smile appeared on her face. Just watching me from afar was enough to make her happy. She smiled foolishly outside the door. I really want to go in. By the time she came to her senses, she found herself already inside the room, with her hand resting on my cheek. Oh, crap. This is way too dangerous. How did I even get in here? It would be awful if I woke them. The thought left her shaken, yet she still could not resist pinching my cheek. She even wanted to push Wen Zixia's face aside, but restrained herself in the end. That would only ruin everything. She kissed my cheek, then hurriedly ran out. She agonized in the waiting area for a long time. Just as she finally convinced herself to leave, she saw me leave the room and head for the restroom. Su Nian'an's heart raced with excitement. Wen Zhixia was still asleep. I was alone. Did that mean she could do whatever she wanted? So she cast every concern from her mind.